Hey guys, it's Doc. Welcome to the GRB review. So this review will be a little bit different from what I've been doing in the past. I'm being joined by Jamie, who is a GRB main in the Philippines. Alright Jamie, so was there any particular reason why you chose the GRB?
Back in high school, I was really into Dirt 2, and then besides using the GDBF, I was really into the hatchback for some reason. I I thought it drove well in that game, and I really liked it. And then 2010, 2011, uh, the the time zone nearest to my house had this thing called Maximum Tune 3DX Plus. So I saw a cabinet with one extra credit there, and then it says I need to have four to create a card. So I topped up, grabbed, swiped 3 credits, and then boom, I created one, and the rest was history.
Alright, that was a pretty interesting backstory right there. But yeah, what do you like best about the GRB?
Back then, especially in the Maximum Tune 3 series and the 4 onwards, that car was a real different beast. Although it feels clunky and like really difficult to steer, but I also found out like that thing has really had some weight to it. In turn, which made it a really good battle car. But I feel like in 4 onwards, like I feel like it feels lighter, better response to your input, better attack of all trades, leaning more towards Master of None. But that's not to say it's a bad car, but just because it's not the best Impreza, but that's not to say it's a bad car. I mean, there's a potential.
Yeah, I guess I would say the same about it not being the best Impreza, but it definitely brings some things that the other Imprezas don't. And I definitely agree with you on the part of the GRB's weight. When I was using the GRB, I got many complaints about it being that heavy. I was honestly really surprised that it actually had some decent battle capabilities. Alright, and to top it all off, who would you recommend the GRB to?
Maybe if you like hatchbacks or like the car in general, even in real life, the GRP is not much of a fan favorite. Also, I would recommend it if you do not mind the dress up parts, like only for me, like only two, three, maybe four out of like Arrow A to K are like decent looking. You drive, you have your own GRB and you borrowed mine. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, initially, before I even tried the GRB or your GRB, I actually didn't really like the arrows that much. I think I only like probably stock. Stock looks good, and arrow A, and maybe C. I wasn't really a fan of the other arrow kits back then. Actually, after borrowing your GRB, I've actually come to realize that there's actually some pretty decent arrow combinations with the wings and the body colors for the GRB. Performance wise, I'd say it's comparable to the GBB, but is almost better in every single aspect. And I actually made a meme about me so-called declaring that I've left the GVB for the GRB because it really is a better GVB. But not to worry, I will still continue to use my GVB. And since we're on the topic of the GVB and GRB, a fun little fact from the Japan Wiki, the overall width of the GVB and the GRB is the same.
Yeah, I thought that, I was gonna say that I'd argue that the GRB was wider and wider than the GBB, which would have made it like easier to squeeze through between the wall and a high ace or something like that.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing before I looked it up. But yeah, now with this information, I now know that if the GRB can fit through gaps, then the GVB definitely can. And before we sidetrack even further, I would like to recommend the GRB to those who would like something new for a change, something which isn't the meta, something which is uncommon, or maybe a car to consider making for your next Fortune ticket. But a recommendation is a recommendation. Whatever car you like, just go for it. Especially if it's your first car or something you would like to main for the rest of the game.
Yeah, yeah, you can try to get good with that car, and then maybe if I want to switch it up. What else? Like give me a car that's different, and then perhaps take the time to really get really serious with the car that's out of the meta. Like perhaps you could even get an identity out of it. But you gain a bit of notoriety in that regard. Like I can't stress this enough. Like your first car should be the car that you really like, especially like for example if something that you like in real life. I mean, heck, if you like Camaros, then even though the Camaro's like really bad, like even Myth says so, but what's to don't stop? Don't let it stop you from maining the Camaro.
And with that, yeah, thanks Jamie for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me for this GRB review. I really appreciate it.
No problem, no problem. You have a good day.
And with that, guys, we have come to the end of the GRB review. Hopefully, this review was slightly better than the previous ones I've done. I'm still trying to experiment the different kinds of reviewing for the cars in the game. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like, share this video with your friends. Maybe consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed, because that WMT content. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next review or video. Goodbye.